Well, it's a mixture of business, pleasure and seeking knowledge. I've been to Sydney to sign a player, and I've been on the beach, as you can probably tell, mate. And today's a day where I go picking brains, observing, and just generally catching up with things and trying to make myself a better coach.
Yeah. Have you been following up on some of the pre-season in Sydney too? You've been watching the sides down there?
Yes, I have, yeah, and I'm interested in some of the stuff they're doing away from the norm. We saw the other day Manly throwing empty barrels of beer to get the team bonding together, different variations to make people get on with each other and enjoy their own company, which I think is important in a squad situation. So yeah, I've been catching up with everything, mate.
You've always got to be looking for something different, haven't you?
Always try to get a different edge and do something different. But the key is keeping the situation harmonious.
Yeah.
So the players don't get stale, they don't get fed up with the coaches saying the same thing, doing the same thing. And if you stand still in life as a coach, you go backwards.
Yeah.
You've got to keep up with with what's happening elsewhere.
Quick question on techniques here to the old art. Is it close? The training techniques, are they similar?
Well, we are getting closer. I think we're accessing things, and like I'm doing, and you know yourself with Gary, the coaching manuals. But whilst we're catching up, you guys are still keeping up a bit ahead of us. And until we get more players, with respect, less Australians in the British game, so we've got a bigger roster to choose from. Then I'm afraid we're still going to struggle to catch up.
Mate, the Tri Series is now completed, as we all know. We know the results, and England a little disappointing, but individually those players you had on the side were quite good. But as a team, execution, just doing all the simple things and putting it together as a team, they seem to fall down there.
We do. We struggle to get good go forward at times. It's usually a game of inches that's won by the Australians and the Kiwis. We won this statutory one test, which we normally do. We need to win 2 or 3 test matches to get where we need to go. We generally lose on the game of inches. We struggle when we defend in repeat sets. We don't have as good a kicking game as the Australians and the New Zealanders do. We can't force pressure, we can't build pressure as well as the Aussies. We can execute certain things. We've got some good individual players. We've got Dennis Maguire who's as good as anybody. I would have liked to see young Burrows from Leeds given an opportunity. I would have liked to see Kevin Sinfield over here. We've got to remember that Sculthorpe was injured. Very skillful player, Scully, but probably never be as great as he was. Sinfield's probably our most intelligent back rower in the game. He wasn't brought here because Brian Noble prefers a different style. And I think you people over here like to see the game played the way we used to play it 20, 30, 40 years ago. And we need somebody with some subtle play. And Sinfield wasn't brought, and I was disappointed, mate.
Fullbacks are fine. You've got hookers, dummy half runners. The glaring missing thing from the English team, as I see it, is good halves.
Yeah.
You just don't seem to have a halves combination that can take them around the paddock.
We don't. I mean, some people would like to see Lee Breeze from Warrington given a game, but we're only talking about isolated individuals. I hate to say in my day, because people, usually start yawning when you go back, but in England, when we didn't have so many overseas players, every club, the good clubs, the mediocre clubs, even the poor clubs, had a good half-back. That St Helens would buy off a lower club, Leeds, Bradford, they'd always get a good half-back from a lower club. We've got 2 or 3 half-backs of reasonable standard, and that's it, and that's our problem. Because you look at Super League, and even teams out of Super League, the 7 and 6 berths are occupied by overseas players, and we've got to have a reality check and look at it and say, right, we need to change things.
When you rectify that, I think it'll be a lot better for you.
I think so, mate. Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Anyway, mate, enjoy your visit.
Thanks,
nice
pal.
to see you again.
You too, yeah.
Have a good time.
Thank you.